Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought that I should just tell you about a few things that I followed during my wedding, and even if I didn't follow, I would definitely like to tell you guys a few tips if you're getting married any sooner, since it's the wedding season that's going on. Or if you're planning to get married any sooner, then these tips should definitely be followed and incorporated by you. These tips are something that no parent will tell you, or no one really tells like this, but this is something that I have personally experienced, that having followed these tips, it's going to be a lot more easier during the wedding if you're the bride or the groom. So let's begin. So the first and foremost important tip that we followed at our wedding is that we had one function in Delhi. Since we are from Delhi, we had one engagement function, which was a pre-wedding function in Delhi. And then after that, the next day, we all, the next day actually, we all went to Agra for 3 days. And we had a lot of functions in Agra. It was a destination wedding there. So we had our engagement ceremony in Delhi, and then we had our mehendi, cocktail, a bridal mehendi, haldi, wedding, everything. All these functions were in Agra. So what we did is we just kept one function where we had a proper bride and groom stage, like a meet and greet stage. That was the engagement function in Delhi. Apart from that, we did not keep the stage at any function, because when the stage is there, no matter how much you avoid, but you just get stuck to the stage, and you can't really help it. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to just have a very chilled out time at every function. We wanted to meet and greet people generally, not on the stage but otherwise. So that's what we planned to do. We did not keep the stage at any function, which really helped us. I think otherwise, if we would have kept the stage, then the only thing that happens is people come, they get photos clicked, and all those traditional photos, to be honest, they don't really help. You won't even look at them ever before, unless and until it's your family. So I think candid pictures are more in these days, and they're like more nice to look at. So I think this is the most important tip, that you must keep the stage only when it is required. Otherwise, skip on this thing. It's really also important to plan the entire schedule of the wedding. So you have to know that what are the timings and what are the duration, exactly how the wedding has to follow, because there needs to be a proper wedding timetable, and you have to be a little rigid with it, because if you don't, I mean, it's obviously important to enjoy, but if you don't follow the timetable, then your functions are going to be all haywire. So have a planned schedule of the wedding. Like, you have to know when is the mehendi starting and when is the mehendi getting over, when is the haldi starting, when is it getting over. 1 hour here and there is definitely okay, but then you have to maintain and follow the timetable that you have created for the wedding. What I did is, the first thing that I did is we locked on to the venues, and then we followed the other things. A lot of people, what they do is they book the DJ, they book the makeup artist first, and then they follow the venue, which is the wrong way. That's the wrong approach. You must always know what venues are there for your wedding, like all the different venues for all the functions, and then other things follow, like the wedding planning, the decoration, the food, DJ, entertainment, makeup artist, everything that follows later. But the first thing that needs to be done is lock on to the venue. So then you can follow on the other things. What I was not able to do that much, but I would definitely suggest you that you must personalize your events. Like, we try to personalize the events a lot, but it could be a little more better than that. So Indian weddings are all about different religions, traditions, customs, etc. So try to avoid as much as possible, because times have changed and it really doesn't matter. So try to be a little more flexible with the traditions and the customs, and make sure that the wedding and the functions are more personalized. Like, we created a personalized hashtag at every event. So people came and got pictures clicked there. We created a hashtag and we kind of like really made it viral amongst our family and friends. Our hashtag was so much Kushi, so we like kind of made that viral before the wedding, so that people could actually use that, and people were using it for every post or picture that they were putting on social media, or even the stories, so it got a little viral that way. So it really helped, and we were able to follow all the pictures that were being posted on the social media platforms. We also tried to create a lot of other personalized things, like we had put our different posters of both of us, of our Roka function, and like before the Roka also, when we used to meet and party. So our personal photos were everywhere in the venue. We also created a few collages. On the engagement ceremony, we created straws with our personalized hashtag. So we tried to do a lot of little things at every ceremony or function. So try to make it more personalized, and because if you try to just follow the traditions, then it becomes a lot more impersonal, which is not a good idea. I think then it becomes more for the people, not for you, like lesser for you. So if you want to make it more for yourself as a bride, or for the groom, or for your families, then just make it personal. Another thing that I did is that because I knew that no matter how much I micromanage, and I'm a control freak that way, because I wanted to just get in detail when it came to wedding planning, food, DJ, makeup artist, everything, like decoration, everything. So I was micromanaging, but I knew this thing that I will be able to micromanage till a certain extent, and after that I will have to delegate responsibilities. So don't be afraid of doing that. You have to ultimately delegate responsibilities to your near and dear ones, be it your father, your brother, your sister, your best friends, your siblings, whoever, but you have to delegate responsibilities, and make sure that you kind of, like, let people know that they have to just focus on their particular responsibilities and not camouflage with other people. So I created an Excel sheet, and I wrote down all the to-dos and the tasks to be done at every function or before functions, like even if it was about transportation, because it was a destination wedding. So I actually made the entire particular list, and then I had written names against each and every task, that whoever was managing that particular task. So I had point of contacts, their numbers and the particulars in an Excel sheet. I circulated them within my families and friends, whoever was a part of that Excel sheet, so they could just, what I think the benefit of this step was, they all the people were managing their own things, and they were not intruding into other people's tasks or the to-do things that were supposed to be done. So it made everything a little bit more smoother and easier. So you can try that. Just make an Excel sheet and delegate responsibilities. I also micromanaged everything with the wedding planner. Like, I really sat with him. I made pointers against each and every function, that person has to look back onto those pointers and make sure that these pointers get done for every function. Like, there were different things for every function. So I really managed the wedding planning aspect a lot. And I also sat with the decorator. I made PPTs for the decorator that, these are the decorations that I really need, and I want you to just look at them carefully and then follow that thoroughly. And thankfully, touch wood, my decorator was amazing. I'm so flattered and so blessed to have. I was very lucky to have that decorator. He did everything that I told him to, and I was super happy. So that was really nice. A few other little things to follow is that I also made sure that I informed my wedding photographer about each and every interesting highlights of every function. Like, for example, if we were entering with smoke bombs during Mehndi function, so I made sure that she knows about that entry so that she can capture the moments. And she also circulated all the highlights within her team, so all the video and photo shoots were taken accordingly. So I definitely made sure that all the highlights were planned before and given to the photographer team so that they could capture, basically. Now, you have to plan the wedding as a vacation for other people if it's a destination wedding. Ours was a destination wedding, so we had to make sure that it is a wedding for us, but then ultimately it is a vacation for everyone else. So you have to put entertaining things at every function. You have to make people happy by the end of the day. Though you can't make everyone happy, but then you have to make sure that it is like a vacation. You have to just keep them entertained. That's it. We had kept high teas, though they were not required because we had lunch and dinner. But then high teas were there. There were a lot of entertaining bands at every function. So, we kept games during our haldi function. So while we were getting haldied, the guests can just play games. So we had like 8-9 different games. So there was a big games corner that was created for their entertainment. So you have to just keep them entertained. That's it. Another thing that you have to make sure is that criticism will always come along with anything that you do. So don't get affected. You can't keep everyone happy. You can only try to keep everyone happy, but you will not be able to keep everyone happy. So just don't get affected by any sort of criticism or negativity. Another thing as a bride, what I did was I followed a lot of homemade recipes for my skin and hair. I took a I took a 4-month pre-bridal package before my wedding. So that also helped get that glow from within on my skin, and also made my hair a little more luscious. So that was really helpful. So you should definitely try that. And also, very, very important, I know that everyone has their personal choice when it comes to makeup, outfit, jewelry, everything. But one tip, definitely, it's a pro tip, make sure that you get comfortable shoes. I definitely got heels and jutis and everything, but the heels were wedges, so they were super comfortable. And I also, like a crazy woman, what I did was, before my wedding functions had started, I wore all my jutis and wedges at home, and I used to just roam around so that they just, expand a little bit and I get comfortable within that shoe. Because if you wear them on the day itself, then it's going to shoe bite you and really make a troublesome evening for you. So you have to make sure that you wear them beforehand and just try to get comfortable with the shoes. So, but definitely try to make sure that you get comfortable shoes for every function. So these are the tips that I really think that were very helpful and will be helpful for you if you follow them. And yeah, so I will see you super soon. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell button for more wedding notifications. I'll be putting a lot of wedding videos, but I'm just planning on them. So yeah, stay tuned. Bye.